body, baby, oh. Ah, his body, baby, oh. Yeah, yeah. It's a bad man thing, yeah.
Guys, it's your girl, Deepastar213, and I'm back again with another video. Yes, I've been MIA for some time, but I'm back. So stay on the lookout for some new content coming up in the near future. So you can tell from the title of this video why you clicked on this video, and this is part of the reason why I've been MIA. So I'm going to give you a little story time later, but right now let's get into this little mini empty house tour. Right now I'm standing in my foyer. When you first come in, it's really simple. It's just a step down, and this is the closet, 2 coats. There's nothing in here really right now, but yes. And then you come up 2 stairs, and then you enter into my kitchen. It's not completely empty, but I had to start living in it. So yeah, so this is my kitchen. It's a little messy right now because I'm still unpacking. It's a box there, and I try to clean up as much as I could because it's just a lot going on. And wow, like my skin is really glowing. Yeah, this is my kitchen, and I want to add a backsplash eventually, but yep, this is the kitchen. Astro, hi baby. He's still getting used to being here. So when you leave out of my kitchen, you get to my dining area. As you can see, that's my table and 2 chairs, just in case somebody wants to come and visit me and eat. I've got hardwood floors, which I really like. Next, we move into the family room, which is pretty big, in my opinion, for one person. I've got a fireplace. This is wood burning, so I can't wait to really put some logs in there and get it popping next winter. But I love light, like natural lighting, and just the way that this house is positioned where the sun rises and sets is just perfect. I love it. But yeah, so this is my living space. He's going to follow me everywhere I go. But yep, and you can see from the front door, this is the kitchen and the dining area. Oh, I didn't show you. I have a powder room on the first floor so people can use the bathroom when they come. It's really simple, small, cute, but yeah. That's it. Hey guys. And then the toilet area. I'm sorry, I'm vlogging on or videoing on my phone right now because like all of my stuff is still kind of packed up, but I really wanted to get started on this video because I didn't want to keep procrastinating and waiting for it. So, and you come down some stairs and turn on the light. This is my basement. I have another fireplace out here, so it's definitely messy down here. So this is the basement. I turn the screen around again. He's following me, but this is messy because I just brought everything in. Literally moved in like 4 days ago. So this is a brand new stinking video for you guys. This is my garage, and he's just so bad. And another closet, hallway to laundry, water heater. Like, that's boring, but it's my laundry room. Ooh, didn't mean to say that. And then this is my basement bathroom. I love it. I love the tile that the contractor chose. So that is my basement. It's not huge. My house isn't huge, but I like it. So. Stairs. I love this because there's a skylight. I needed that because I hate dark hallways. I just hate darkness, period. But this is upstairs. This is the guest bathroom. Again, I love the tile that he chose. I like that the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling. That's really cute, like up there. It's really nice. Don't mind my nails not being done. I'll tell you why in story time. This is bedroom 1. This is gonna be my new office slash studio. I've already got my little desk set up, and there's a closet here. So another room. I love the window seats. It's my favorite thing about the bedrooms. Hi, Astro. And another closet. And onto my room, which is messy right now, but I'm being real with y'all. That's my bed in the box I have to put together. Stuff that I'm moving. I'm gonna vacuum, so excuse the mess. My bed on the floor, but my room is not huge, but I like it. I like the lighting. And now we're in my bathroom. Bathroom is kind of messy too, because I'm still getting stuff together, but, and this is from this morning, so just keep your comments. But yep, I can put my scarf up. I love my bathroom. I made the shower curtain. It's a little long, but I need to change it out, but it goes all the way to the ceiling, which I really like. I'm gonna give you guys a furnished, like when I finally furnish the house and decorate and everything, I'm gonna give you a full, you know, tour of the house again. But this was just a really quick run through. I didn't want to really show you too much because like I said, I do want to decorate and fill it with furniture and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My place is not huge, but baby girl bought it on her own. Thank you. So, story time. It took me 2 years to accomplish this, and a little over 2 years, let me say 2.5 years to accomplish this. I really had to buckle down and change some of my habits. I had to do something I didn't really want to do. I was spending a lot of money, unnecessary money, trying to pay rent and pay card note and whatever else I was trying to do, still party and still shop and still be a normal, you know, 20-year-old doing what I wanted. And without realizing that, you know, I had credit cards and I was just swiping away. Just swiping. I got to the point where my credit cards got up so high that I could not pay them and pay rent and pay my car note. And I was overwhelmed. I couldn't do it anymore. I filed bankruptcy, and that was a good and bad thing. Not necessarily bad. I want to say me filing bankruptcy saved my life, because I would still be stuck paying those credit card bills and things that I just acquired along my young and immature ways of spending money. That was the start of me like, okay, I'm going to buckle down. I can no longer get into a position like this. I want to purchase a home. I want to be able to start something for my life. I know a lot of people have heard so many horror stories about bankruptcy and how, you know, you shouldn't file bankruptcy or it's not going to look good or you can't buy a home and whatever. But look, I filed bankruptcy and I purchased a home 2.5 years later, so it can be done. But there are some things that you will have to sacrifice. When I filed bankruptcy, it was in Chapter 7. It's the one where you don't pay anything back. Your credit and your debt is forgiven. But on the flip side of that, your credit is like trashed and you no longer have credit. You have to start all the way over and building credit worthiness. So that was a little tough. I did that, and I was able to still keep my car and my student loans. So I was able to just put my credit cards in the bankruptcy and have those amounts forgiven. I'm like, I have no money, I have no credit, like I can't do anything. I don't have any credit cards, I can't go anywhere, I can't buy anything. So this was the time where I just really started just to buckle down and just like change my habits, like chill in the house, go to a friend's house, go visit family, like do some work on, you know, YouTube. I was making more videos and just trying to occupy my time other than shopping and going out, because those are the two things that I really love doing. I would say that was one of the toughest things that I had to do in being a young 20-year-old. You usually hear older people going and filing bankruptcy, but I went to file bankruptcy because I could not take on that debt. And I didn't want to take on that debt. It was too stressful, too overwhelming. So that's what I did. After I filed bankruptcy, I had to figure out a way to regain credit. Right away, I couldn't go get credit cards because I wouldn't get approved for a credit card. I just filed bankruptcy. So I had to wait a good 10 months before I got a credit card. And then when I did get a credit card, that limit was only like $800. So before, when I had credit cards, my limits was like $4,000, $5,000, and I maxed those joints out. So my first tip is, if you're gonna file bankruptcy, is to think about all of the things that are overwhelming you, and if you really need to file bankruptcy. Because when you do file bankruptcy, you do have to have a waiting period in order for you to get back on your feet and do the things that you need to do. So luckily, at this time, I was staying in my mom's rental property, and that was even becoming a lot. I moved out of her apartment and moved in with her. I moved in with her, and that's where I've been for the last year. So if you're anyone like me, and moving back in with your parents is just not like the ideal situation, then you totally understand like how I felt, because I did not want to move back home with my mom. I was living my life. But that is my next tip, is to, if you file bankruptcy, find a situation or a way that you can try to capitalize on this situation and save as much money as you can and time as you can, so that this waiting period doesn't go longer than you want it to go. By filing bankruptcy, you do have to wait 2 years in order to be able to be eligible to purchase a home. Just because it's 2 years doesn't mean you'll be eligible. There's some other things that you have to go with it. Once you file bankruptcy, you have to make sure you pay your bills. Every time you have a bill, make sure you pay that on time. You cannot have a bill go to collections this time. So you have to make sure you pay it. I made sure I didn't do that the second time around, and I moved back with my mom. And of course, she charged me less rent than in her rental property. So that was a way for me to start saving money. After I filed bankruptcy and after I moved in with my mother, I was able to get a credit card. Oh, my second credit card. This was helpful because the limit for this one was now $1,000. So I still don't have, really high credit, but that's totally fine because I don't want any more credit cards. I do not want to get to a point where I was before, where each credit card bill was like $500. No, thank you. No. I'd rather be putting that $500 to something else and not a freaking credit card bill. I filed bankruptcy. I moved back in with my mother. I got a credit card. I got 2 credit cards now at this point. Now I'm building credit worthiness, and I'm paying these on time. I'm not bringing the limit up super high. And then I have this savings, but I still have to wait these 2 years and be eligible to buy. It doesn't mean I can buy. I just have to be able to be eligible. My credit also has to be good. And I also have to make sure that I didn't acquire more debt. Your debt income to ratio is just as important as your credit score. You do need a good credit score, but you also need to make sure you don't have a lot of debt. Don't go buy a new car before you go buy a house, because $5,000 left on your car is going to look way better to creditors than $25,000 left on your car. And lastly, change your habits. Just change what you do. It sucks sometimes that you can't do some of the things that you want to do, whether it's buying designer clothes or being able to go travel or go to concerts or whatever you do that your extra money goes to. You have to sacrifice. If you want to get somewhere in life, you just have to sacrifice, and that's just what it is. There's no way getting around it. But if you're someone like me and you really want to purchase a home, and you were young before and you spent unnecessary money, there is a way to do it. You still can buy a home after bankruptcy, and I have proven it. I've done it in 2.5 years. You can really do it. You just have to buckle down and sacrifice your time. So yeah, those are my tips. I hope you got something from it. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.